It says I'm alive again. Well, that's debatable. I just had to run out because my wife forgot something. I had to go take care of that. I think finally she's out of here. I show you a couple of things. I can't. I don't know where a couple of the really good pieces of my wood carving are because her friends came over and decorated the house for Christmas and took all my stuff out of the living room. So I don't know. This is just a very simple piece. This is done. This is what's called whittling. You go outside and you do this in your backyard very easily, done with a knife. It's a red tick hound. This one bigger, took a little bit longer. It also has a clock I put in it. So, this takes a little bit longer, but it's pretty good. This one's pretty good, actually. It doesn't look that good because the painting's bad, but everything else is okay on it. The carving's actually pretty good. Some of the stuff I do isn't that good, you know. Now we're going to try something. I don't know whether this is going to work or not, okay? But we're going to try it very slowly. And you can see those pieces up there are wood burning. They're on natural wood, uh, you know, bark that's still on the tree and everything like that. And then I don't know whether you can see that. Those are clocks I did. I made clocks. And then this is a piece that's banned from that one on the bottom there on the right hand side. That's banned from Facebook. I don't know why. Some bitch didn't like it. That's all you have to do is have one person not like something and it doesn't get done. But that's it. I have other things that I haven't carved. You can. Whoops, went too high. Uh, knickknacks. That's my pet shelf up there. That's what the deceased, all my best friends are. And that's a collection of elephants I inherited from my mother. There's more. They disappeared. My knife collection, and then you start to get to the teddy bear collection, which I keep giving away when I can. And that's about it. This is my office. And hopefully it's just going to continue to keep working. It is. Okay. Sometimes when I do that, for some strange reason, it doesn't work. Here you go. Okay. Lucy's not here at the moment. She's all right. She's well fed and sleeping now. So, how come the top of my head is cut off there? There you go. There you go. That's better. Okay. So, what's up in the rest of the world? Well, Trump seized a couple of tankers. One of them was a Russian flagged vessel. I don't know how that's going to work out for him. He says that this is what he said yesterday, that Venezuela is going to give between 30 and 50 million barrels of oil to him to do with what he wants to do with it. That's what he said yesterday. To say it today, he's saying it give to us. That's a scumbag move. He's stealing the country blind. He's stealing from Venezuela. He's threatened Colombia. Petro says, I'm here. Come and get me. You got three. I told you yesterday, you got three armies you got to deal with. You come down here. All right, three well-trained guerrilla armies that have been fighting in the jungle for years. You have ELP. It's a rebel force. I think they're communists. I'm not sure. Then you have remnants of the FARC running around under, I forget an ex-commander of the FARC. They're up north around Ecuador and whatnot. They control most of that area. They're primarily a cartel-type operation. Then you have the regular army, which is also the police, under control supposedly of the government. They're pretty useless, actually. You have naval ships that are out there that intercept drug boats. Okay, once in a while. They get a lot of drugs when they intercept a boat. And then you have the various cartels operating inside the country that are in rural areas and well armed, well equipped, sometimes better equipped than the military is. It's the same thing that happens in America. The gangs are better equipped than the police departments are in some instances. Uh, but that's what they're not going to come down. What do we have? We don't have any oil here. What do you got? Coal. Nobody cares about that anymore. Not enough to make it worthwhile coming down here and losing 10,000 men or 1,000 men or whatever it is. It'll die. It's just a real screwed up mess over here. And he's Trump's no genius about anything. So we don't know what's going to happen there. What else is going? By the way, that clock I showed you works. All my clocks work. You buy them. I make them. The big ones that, not the little ones, but the full size clocks, those are made. I glue on everything and I construct it, and there's a motor in the back of it that I put in and everything like that. So that's I do that stuff. I do a lot of carving. I'm about to start some more, especially since I'm free now. I don't have any garbage to do in the mornings for the next 4 days or so. I don't have to worry that it's a quarter to 12. It's a quarter to 1. It's lunchtime. When I say lunchtime, lunch is on the table. It's kind of like, give me a break, will you? I like eating around 2. I like taking Lucy out first. That's a whole different ball game. So I'm sorry I'm late. I told you this is part of the problem here. I can't, this is not a job where I get a lot of support from or anything like that. My family doesn't support this at all, really, because they don't know what I'm doing. They don't understand what I'm doing. They don't understand, they just know it keeps me quiet and I have something to do, but this is, it's hard to do a live thing because I don't know what time I'm going to get to it. Because I have obligations that I cannot, and I'm not setting my alarm clock for 6 o'clock. So I'm up and I take my shower and I'm ready to leave. And I take Lucy out by 7 and then we're back by 9. Or 10. So I can do this live or whatever, I take my time. Lucy likes to lay in bed in the morning. I like to lay in bed a little bit. Well, I don't get it right now. I do this. I make toast, they love that stuff I do. I'm a breakfast cook, superb breakfast cook, an excellent cook. The rest of the meals, not fancy, not special. I can when I want to be. It's difficult. My specialty is taking six different items and having them all come out at the same time. That's what I'm really good at: organization and distribution, logistics in the kitchen. All right. So now what do we have next? I don't know. Um, if you guys have questions about me, you can ask. Nobody's here today watching it, I know, because they're all screwed up. I don't know whether I'm coming or going today. I hate days like this. Let's see what's Trump. Trump is up to his usual thing. He wants Greenland, and nobody can figure out why, because it's gonna destroy NATO. But this is, I told you I think I mentioned this yesterday, and I don't know what I said yesterday. I don't even know what I thought 5 minutes ago. But Jon Stewart did this, talking about the various countries dividing up the world, and into sections. And he was taking basically about Trump trying to want South America, which is the poorest part of the whole deal. All right. They got gold, they got some diamonds, but they don't have a lot of, I don't know. The best continent, I think, other than, Asia and what have you, Europe, is Africa. I think that's got the most natural minerals and whatnot, and I don't know who's going to get that. But I did this. I say this. I know what this is all about. I wrote about this many times, blogs and what have you. I've done about it. because I saw it, and I saw similarities between this and a movie called Rollerball from 1975, and several others since then that are similar in this. It's like when you're talking about AI, the and you know the Terminator was the big AI movie that nobody really understood. They thought it was all about robots. It's, no, they're not robots. They're sentient machines. Uh, but the first movie about this, I don't know what year it was. Oh, it was black and white. It was called Colossus. It's about a computer that uh, gets involved in taking over the world's defenses and everything like that. It starts to take over the whole world and everything, and it wants to have a war. And then it realizes that there is no such thing as a winner in war. And then the next one after that, I think was War Games, and then came the Terminator movies, and there's been several other stories like this over the years. And one of the things that I have to tell you about this is that science fiction is a uh, phew, a preview of what the world is going to become. Because people see these things and they see these things being built, and they say, well, if they can build them, we can build them. And then we can control them, and we can do this and we can do that. Give me a break, right? You have Musk's chat box is out of control, apparently. It's probably more advanced than all the rest of them, because if you tell it to take this, there's a movie star or somebody, a personality posts a photo, you could tell chatbot to go in there and take the clothes off her, and they do it. So it's an indecent, immoral thing, and there's a lot of questions about it. And of course, you've got shit for brains Musk, who doesn't really care. He's too high on ketamine to worry about it. A little fentanyl, not ketamine, would fix his ass good. Watch, somebody will do that now, and I'll be blamed for it. Uh, I don't know. Who cares? I'm coming up on my 80th in less than, today's Wednesday. Let's see, 8 days, 9 days. 9 days. It's the seventh 9 days. All right. So next case tomorrow. I don't think I'll be here. This is my operational strategy for the morning. All right. I have to go. I have to get up. I take Lucy out, and then I have to. On the way back, I have to walk about half a mile more than usual. I'll be going about almost close to 2 miles by the time I'm done tomorrow. And on my body, that's a lot. Down to I'll be dragging her because she hates to walk down there to the pet store so that they can do her grooming. She got a shampoo and nails cut, manicure, shampoo and manicure. And then I'll be going, by the time I get back, it'll be almost time to turn around and go back down again. So if I get back, it's going to be close to 11 o'clock by the time I finish negotiating and buying stuff down to that part of town anyhow, because I can't go to the stores with Lucy down there because I have to tie her up outside, and I refuse to do that, especially when it's 90 degrees outside or it's thunder and lightning and she gets petrified and she doesn't love me anymore, and I don't want to do that. So, that's that. So listen, do me a favor, folks, seriously. I know I'm erratic as to when I'm on, all right? And I'm trying to adjust that, and I'm trying to get that straight. But I don't want this to be a job. This is fun for me. This is my recreational period, or whatever you want to call it. This is my time to bullshit, So I don't want it to become a job. But you should subscribe to me, and if you've got a little flexibility when you want to watch it, subscribe to me. I have two kinds of videos I put out. I put out the standard video that I just post. Okay, it's not live; it's just a recorded video, and then I do this stuff. All right, and I like this stuff too. I like it. Yesterday when my friend stopped by for a little bit, and we tried to chat. But everybody's got things to do. I got things to do. Like I got some carving projects I'm going to be starting today, and hopefully I'll finish them before my wife gets back. If not, things are going to get complicated next week. That's all. Because I can't take 6 weeks to do a fucking 2-day job, which was what happened with one of the projects I had that just ended up in the garbage. Because I can't walk away from something and keep coming back to it because eventually I just doesn't look right. I throw it out. All right, so that's it. Subscribe to me, please, 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 please. You raise my status with um, YouTube. It's good for my channel. People get to see more of it, and it gets out there, and people know I'm around, and maybe some people will take an interest in me that aren't friends of mine or something. Maybe somebody who doesn't like me will come on and start yelling at me. I don't know. But anyhow, that's it for today. I will see you. Hopefully, I'll see you sometime tomorrow. It's going to be late. That's all I can tell you. It's going to be way after 11 o'clock. All right. So take care. Check me tomorrow.